Nityanandam. This is Ma Nitya Sarvamangalananda, bringing Paramasa Nityananda Swamiji's blessings to all of you. Today, I wanted to share about the power of sound, or the power of mantras, or whatever it is you can call it. It can be a word, it can be part of a song, it can just be humming, any kind of a sound that we listen to, whether consciously or in the background. Sometimes we are in a place where there's music or some kind of noise happening in the place, but that sound does get processed by our subconscious or unconscious or whatever it is we call it. It is processed even though we are not actively engaged with it or listening to it. Now, as Swamiji beautifully explained it, the space from where the sound comes from, that means the person who is either singing or speaking or humming, the consciousness he carries, the space he carries, it gets carried through the sound to the receiver. So the person listening to the sound is going to receive that space as well. It is not just he is enjoying the sound or the music, the song and the words, and it just gets forgotten and then that's the end of story. It's not. You also receive the sound, receive the space. So if it is a space, a good space, then you get to benefit from it. But if it is not, then I don't have to tell what it is. So that is how actually when I thought about it, I thought it made so much sense that when Swamiji speaks, his power of Vak, it can recreate the same experience or the same space. It takes you to the same space that he is in. And so that is why just listening to his satsang or even listening to his silence during the satsang can have such a profound experience if you understand this and you listen with the right, with an open mind. What is an open mind? It is to just listen. You don't have to believe, but you should not actively disbelieve something. You can just say, let me listen and see. That's all is an open mind. There is no active engagement, nor is there an active disengagement. So if you talk to many people who have been listening to Swamiji's satsang, you will notice that many of them will share that just listening to his satsang or sound of his voice can recreate the same space that Swamiji is speaking from. And Swamiji is, of course, at the highest possible frequency that anyone can be in. So whether we call it, whatever the term may be. So when we receive that space, we get to benefit immensely, because that is the source from which we came from. That has all the powers, all the best that we can be. So I just wanted to share this very, very useful information. So you are also diligent and careful, and you can watch out now that when you listen to certain things, what is your, how do you feel after that or for some time? Whereas when you listen to Swamiji, how you feel. So that is why it's very, very important that in the morning, the way you start your day, we all have a common understanding that the way you start your day sets the tone for the whole day. So that is why in the traditional Vedic Hindu, Sanatana Hindu Dharma tradition, we start with prayers. And of course, yogi starts with doing yoga, but it is the yoga where you have, you pay diligent attention to the kind of music you are playing, the kind of chanting you are doing, the kind of words you are using, and the kind of experience you want to give to the person who is doing the yoga. So if you ever have a chance to experience Nityananda Yoga, you will realize it is completely different. How they start the whole practice with the chanting of the Shivamula mantra to set the tone, and the words, every word that is used, just like how Swamiji has taught us. It is so carefully orchestrated to create the best experience of oneness of Sadashiva in you, because we all follow Sadashiva's yoga, the original yoga, the yoga from Adi Yogi. So similarly, so that is the routine that we have here, that Swamiji has designed so beautifully for all the Adinivasis here, to have the best possible experience for the day. And because it sets the tone for the day, that the space that you create in the morning is going to get recreated throughout the day as you go about doing your daily work. And so that space that gets transcribed into your muscles and your bones. So it becomes, at some point, becomes the default state at which you operate. So after yoga, we have puja. So puja, of course, you know, we have chanting, we have the deities, which is your Ishta Devata, or who is your Guru, with whom you spend the time in divine communion, which is communing with your own self. So the beautiful thing about prayer in this tradition is the concept of Soham Asmi, which says that both of us are one, yet I pray to you. So knowing that, you still pray. That is the communion you have with the divine in you, and who is represented outside in the form of the Guru. So that is followed by satsang, where of course now with the context that you have about the power of sound and mantra and words, and for avatars, of which Swamiji is Sadashiva himself, even his silence can speak volumes, can create volumes in you. So with this kind of a beautiful start to the day, where else would you want to be? So that is why the Adivasi lifestyle is one of the best and the best you can have in the world, because even the richest person cannot afford this many number of hours in the morning to spend on this. So for all you want to experience this, and for people who cannot stay here all the time, that is why it is capsulated in form of a program where you can experience this and take this with you and recreate it for yourself. And of course the best, like I always say, is the inner awakening. But now coming up in December is the master program of Maha Sadashivoham. This is going to take everyone up in a different notch. So I hope all of you can get to experience at least this program, because the first time is a very, very special program, and it does not get repeated ever again. So, and for all those who are waiting and know that today is another Aushadha process, and particularly today is the Putra Kameshti Yajna that Swamiji is going to conduct. This is for all the childless couples or those who are having difficulty conceiving children. So all they have to do, both the parents have to just watch the whole process from their homes online through Nityananda.tv or the Facebook Live or the YouTube Live from our channel, from Nityananda channel. And within 3 months, they will conceive, or the lady will conceive. So please share this with everybody, because I know most of the people who have this difficulty, it's a very, very difficult experience for them. So please freely share this on all platforms, so this gets out to the maximum number of people, and it has to be best watched live. And of course, coming up next weekend is another free program that Swamiji is offering to everybody, where he is going to initiate everyone and awaken their third eyes. This is called Conscious Breakthrough Guaranteed. It's a 5-hour workshop on October 29th. So do not miss this either, and please do bring all your friends and families. Do not let them also miss this. Everybody deserves to have their third eye awakened. It is what you have. It is what you deserve. If you have something, why not use it? And once you start using it, you will realize it's the best thing you can have. And please do share all the best things you have with everyone around you. So with that, I will close this session for now. Thank you for listening. Nityanandam.